I'm thrilled to be here and to be part of this team. I will start by providing a rationale for combining science and entertainment in a single company. What is the underlying unity of these distinct activities? There are two primary methods we use to learn about and understand the world. The first is through stories, and the second is rational inquiry. There's nothing more ubiquitous among humans than storytelling. We require stories to recount our experiences, convey information, and better understand the world. We've adapted our storytelling to new technologies, but the vital function of storytelling remains the same. Rational inquiry, or the scientific method, is the other principal means we use to make sense of the world. But storytelling and rational inquiry must work hand in hand for the benefit of society, much as the right and left hemispheres of our brain work together, one analytical and the other intuitive and holistic. Albert Einstein identified the underlying unity of art and science when he said, quote, "The most beautiful thing we can experience is the mysterious, is the source of all true art and science."
It's a lot about religion. It's a lot of stuff happens in it that, were like conversation I would have with my own mom, who's really religious, and so it's got these like real serious themes, and it's got some real serious information in there as well too. I think that people are going to trip out
on. When's it coming out? Because people ask me, and I say Tom knows how to bend space-time fabric, and I don't know when it happens.
I bent time to fucking push it back. No, so the distributor, like July, I think they're trying to make it around UFO Day. So they're hoping.
There's the UFO Day. Is that like Hug Your Brother Day?
No,
National Donut Day.
It's kind of similar. Not my fucking. I want out now, but I think they're just trying to create an event, So I think it's going to be June or July is what, because it was going to be like right now, and then they're like, you know what? I think we could do it better if it's then. So it's coming. We're all going to be like 90, but it's coming.
Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed those previous clips. Building some anticipation. It's coming up to World UFO Day. Are we going to get anything? We'll have to find out together. From here on, there's possibly going to be spoilers. So if you're watching this and you don't want any spoilers, like click off now. But this is going to be exciting, I think. So Tom has posted this opening credit scene, and then we're going to start comparing little quotes with books from the Strange Times series, and just, yeah. I made this channel because I knew some stuff was sort of building, and then I seen something in the trailer and I was like, yeah, I think I'm right. So, and I've also found a guy to come out with me looking for these creatures. So plenty of content to build on. Let's go. Post a little clip compared with Tom's quote, and then we'll watch the trailer. Leave a comment if you have an idea where you think this is going, and then stick around till the end. I'm going to show you how they're probably going to teach us how to like catch demons and stuff like that with new technology that we can possibly even create this technology ourselves. So along with disclosure, we might end up becoming backyard engineers.
Maybe UFOs are what we think they are.
Number one, it's not what you think it is. It's not coming from other planets. The evidence doesn't suggest that.
Interdimensional.
Yes.
So, as seen in the clip from 2017 with Chris Mellon, the idea is to put us onto new teachings, and how they're going to do it is through stories. But what I think is interesting, and I hope that some people find this cool, because otherwise I'd be pretty lonely. To the Stars celebrates and encourages fans to engage directly with our compelling stories, authentic characters, and fantastical worlds as they become parts of our fans' lives and take their place in pop culture. Communities of passionate fans who share a love of TTS properties are empowered to make these extraordinary experiences their own. So I always thought, first I thought, well, we could learn to lucid dream and I didn't really know what to think. But there's actually heaps to this, and it's going to be in this movie. So leave a comment if you have an idea of how you would make any of these stories your own experience. And then I'm going to show you how we're going to learn to catch demons.
The story you seek. The entire story. It's right there in front of your eyes, hiding in plain sight.
Tom! Get the camera!
Dad is gone.
You don't talk about him? You don't mention his name anymore? You think you're the only one that cared about your father?
Climb in, hurry!
I just want to get high, have sex.
You could go to jail for having this.
What are you doing? I don't know. I don't want to die.
What is wrong with you?
Dad never thought I was crazy.
It's who your father and I used to work for. The government agency that doesn't exist.
Drive.
What was that?
It's classified. I'd tell you, then I'd have to fuck your dad.
So it may seem a bit bizarre for a company to put out ideas to empower themselves to make these experiences real, and the ads for the movie look like it's about aliens and ghosts and Bigfoot-like creatures. But it's important to recognize that in 2022, documents were released that, one, they claim that witnesses had sexual encounters with UFOs, which I believe is an ancient Chinese mythology. But check this out, guys. So where is it? Here we go. We've got ratings from ATIP documents. AN3, anomalies with associated entities, including ghosts, yetis, spirits, elves, and other mythical legendary creatures, or entities, sorry. So we have a rating that, if you come in contact with Bigfoot or whatever, that would be classed as AN3. And then we have this, where a movie trailer is got documents in it of ATIP, and then I'm going to demonstrate how they go off hunting this Bigfoot creature. And who knows, are you up for an AN3 experience? I've had AN3 experiences. Elves, that's something in the Secret Machine franchise. Sorry if there's spoilers, I said at the start there's going to be spoilers. Yeah, so let's continue with this trailer. I just want to demonstrate a couple of little things, and
You could go to jail.
It's classified. I'd tell you, then I'd have to fuck your dad.
so this is my copy of Strange Times, The Curse of Superstition Mountain. You can't get these anymore. There's a couple on eBay. They go for like maybe $150 or something, like Australian. But this is where, what in that scene, what looks like, an innocent joke, fit for children. There's actually, you see on the table is the battery sitting there and some other device. And I won't show what that is in the Strange Times fiction book until after the movie. I might make a video, but I'll show a few things that is in this franchise, and you guys are going to think this is really cool. Bigfoot doesn't believe in you. So this is where is it? That's the scene that is featured in the trailer. I won't blow the joke though. Some of the jokes in this book is really funny though. But I wanted to show you just this little page right here. The idea is that the grandpa teaches the guy how to make technology. So it says he carried an old radio that picked up ELF waves, extremely low frequencies, which do a great job of picking up paranormal activity that are otherwise invisible to standard modern technology. So here's where they start to teach us how to make these experiences our own. And he says, with his grandfather, together they'd rewired an antique version of the Tascam DR90 for the job. It was like Gramps was giving Wiz an engineering degree with every project. Now, I won't go too much more into these because I want people to enjoy these franchises like the way I did. But as you can see, like, they're not out in the woods just carting a car battery around. And it teaches you in the Strange Times books how to actually capture a spirit and then store it in a car battery. And that's what I wanted to focus on this video. That concludes my little trailer breakdown. I hope you found it somewhat interesting, considering what Chris Mellon said in 2017 about educating us. And we're getting close to this movie. It has to come out soon, man. I've been telling people for ages, yeah, I bought shares in a movie. It's like 5 years ago. And they said that Strange Times was coming out like fucking first quarter of 2018. Then this is finished in 2020. Tom finished filming it. It's been 3 years, so Tom can bend space-time fabric, but he can't push this forward any faster. Hurry up, Cartel. Stan Spry. Get this released, man. We want to know how to go and capture these things. We grew up on Pokemon. It's only natural. We're going to want to go and catch Pokemon. Or demons. Whatever these things are. I'm going to wrap it up with a few little clips from what Tom has said about the movies. Like life forms. Again, there's maybe spoilers if you want to hear it specifically from the movie. But if you watch this, you're going to piece together some stuff before the movie. Yeah, thank you.
It looks like there's beings that don't have, it's like maybe they don't have souls. Maybe they're AI. Maybe they're a different life form, like an insect that grew. It's like, well, I'm not scared of a goldfish, so I leave Earth. I come back 10 billion years later. That goldfish is a T-Rex. And you're like, whoa. And then you leave Earth, and then they'll go, that T-Rex is now like a lot shorter, and it's like a fucking lizard dude that's telepathic and building spaceships. And you're like, it took like 20 billion years, but it happened because no one fucking fucked with this planet, you know?
Right.
So you can see how life just grows in a certain direction. So then you kind of wonder, well, if something grew for millions, billions of years that never had a consciousness to begin with, like a fly or something, and then now it can kind of pop over laterally into our fucking timeline, it's going to come on you like flies on dog shit. Oh, what is this? Huh? What is this? And they're just like looking at you.
Right.
How scary would that be if you're in your bed and you got these big bug-eyed insects that are like, what are you? What is going on? And they start cutting you open. And they're like, and then all of a sudden you get scared and they're like, that's an interesting energy. They're all, feel that. We can feel something. You know, I can see that being the case where emotion and feeling and love is like so gnarly. It's like they want to understand it. They want to have it. But what if they figure out, like, hypothetically, what if they figure out that that we're immortal, that our soul is part of something greater and bigger,
right?
And we might die and have a painful life, but we learned a lot of lessons, and we might reincarnate, you know, to learn more, whatever. And they're sitting here going, if we die, we have nothing. They're all, we want that. And then what if we have those interactions and we start writing books in the Bible? It says Satan wants your soul, demons want your soul. You know, it starts to all make a little bit more sense, right?
But the movie takes it further that life forms and the advanced intelligences that are here, that are interacting with us, and and been involved in the social engineering and potentially even more, like on our planet over a long period of time, has really, we've been agnostic about it, or we kind of ignore it, but the reality is it's here, and maybe we're ending up in places as the human race that we wouldn't have ended up if we didn't have that kind of push.
Forms is because we like to life forms, okay, we got dogs and bears and like wildcats, and we got fucking ducks, and we got us. But so we look laterally and we act laterally, you know, like, okay, there's that person in my interaction with that person, or my interaction with this animal. I love my dog. I put my dog down. Like, but everything else we kind of say is paranormal. Everything else we say is, it's so esoteric, or you got to be agnostic about it because people say this shit, but it can't be real, right? You know, but the reality is it's all real. And so it's because we don't understand what reality is. And we started understanding that more when we started realizing and grappling with the UFO phenomenon. So Life Forms, the title is, the beginning is like, you know, songs and things just about like, you know, our interactions with each other, like I was saying. But the movie as a companion piece takes that a step further, where it's got those coming of age things, but intermixed with a profound wonder about the world around us, and then learning a bit about what it is. And that to me encompasses the whole project of, you know, it's not only about you and I. What if there's other life forms out there that have been tagging along and pushing us into places we wouldn't naturally have landed without that influence? And then you got to look at where we landed, and the earth is a fucking mess, and you got to wonder why, you know. So we have a lot to unpack here.